What is your immediate cash flow needs? Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to shoot a quick video because I'm just out on the farm right now walking the dog, and I wanted to do a quick video on if you should do a premium coaching program or you should launch a membership, which is a big debate that I've been playing around with in my own mind. And I wanted to share my thoughts on this because I think there's a lot of people that are probably in a similar situation to me where they're thinking if I should just like go down the route of a membership or a coaching program or both. And I want to start this off with saying, I really don't think that there's a wrong answer. I think it just depends on what your immediate goal is, okay? Because there's been, just to set the ground here, there's been extremely successful membership businesses. Like if I look at Mind Valley, $100 million giant, massive membership-based business, that's one example. And then you also have high ticket client and coaching programs that are extremely successful as well. So I think the first question really comes down to, what is your immediate cash flow needs? I'm going to say like 3 questions here that you're going to want to answer yourself. And the first one is, what is your immediate cash flow needs? Hold on, I'm going to touch this log and turn around. This might be a fun thing I'm going to start doing where I'm just going to talk marketing and walk because I like walking. So biggest thing is, what is your immediate cash flow needs? Because if you need cash yesterday, like you're really needing to put food on the table and you can't afford it, then I would recommend, highly recommend, that what you should be doing is just focusing on, oh, that's a turkey flying by over there. He's just in the background, just flew up, scared the crap out of the dog. But if you need cash flow right now, I highly recommend you don't do a membership, okay? Simple answer is because memberships, if you just look at the math behind it, take a long time to be able to get the same amount of money as someone that just has 1 or 2 coaching clients, right? So although memberships are great in that sense and they can lead to a lot of money, I think that if you're really cash strapped, you should just go for the premium coaching, all right? And the second thing I would also ask you and implore to ask you is, how big is your audience? Okay, so I remember when my client was telling me all about Stu McLaren doing a presentation in Funnel Hacking Live about doing memberships. And a thing that I saw when I looked at all of the case studies he presented of people that launch successful memberships is they all have audiences, okay? All of them have audiences. Now, do you need a massive audience in every single case? Not if you're doing something really specialized and your market dictates it, which is going to be the third thing. But if you're in a place where you don't have a massive audience, and let's say you have 100 people on your email list, the average email list take rate for a product, if your email list really knows, likes, and trusts you, is about 10%. Hey, dog, let's go. Gosh, he's slow sometimes. So the thing is if you have just a small email list and you don't have a big audience, you don't have a big organic audience lingering around somewhere, launching a membership is going to be really hard. Even if you do have a big audience, you have to still look at the numbers and just realize that a very small percentage of people are going to opt for that membership. I think the big problem that I've always especially found with memberships is it's just, rather than paying 5 or 6 grand upfront for something to get a problem answered, you constantly have to think about paying that bill over and over and over again, right? So it's just like that one thing that's just kind of like, oh, do I really need this month? Do I really need this month? And if the membership is really good, or whatever you're paying for monthly, like software, for example, like I love paying for Canva, I love paying for ChatGPT. We use Go High Level to power all of our AZ funnels infrastructure. I love using that, and that is like baked into our business. So same with Zoom, right? Like the chances of me canceling those programs because I use them every single day for the most part is extremely low. But if it's like something that I'm not going to be frequently using over and over and over again, then the chances of me canceling could be fairly high, right? So it just depends. Like, that's another thing you have to consider, is that expecting people to just join your membership and stay forever is just not going to happen. There's going to be churn no matter what, which comes down to point number 3, which is also the market you're in. If you're in a market where, let's say you're in a business to business market, I find that those people, for the most part, they really don't like memberships. I find that There are some people that do, and they enjoy like paying, you know, anywhere between $10 and $100 a month. But I think for the most part, like a lot of these people, they just want to get their questions answered and solve a really specific issue. An example of this is if I have a burning problem with Facebook ads, I don't want to pay like and join a big membership and like go through this massive thing. I might just want to get help with like one specific thing that I'd rather just pay someone for, to maybe just like paying someone $500 or $1,000 one time for them to solve that burning problem, versus me like spending so much time going through some sort of membership. It makes a huge difference. The other thing I see too that I really like the coaching model over is the fact that people are just more invested. This is kind of just a bonus one, but if you are going into a coaching program and you're spending the money, like those people are going to be just invested throughout the time period. However, I have had people that have given me, you know, thousands of dollars for coaching and never showed up to a single call. Happens all the time. But that being said, you know, I think there's a big pull of people that would absolutely love to just like pay a one-time investment to be able to say, okay, I'm in this for the next 12 weeks. I'm dedicated. I'm making this happen. And you just need less of those people, which is the big thing I love. So to summarize this whole kind of walk and talk on this is, if you need more people and you need cash right now and you don't have a massive audience, I recommend just like going the coaching route. And if you want to focus on growing that audience and then launching a membership in the future, then go for that. But I really think that unless you have a really sizable audience, it's really hard to get a membership working. Not saying it's impossible, but I do think that it's much harder. So that's where my head's at about it. I really keep going back and forth on this. And my plan is I'm actually going to stick with just coaching for now and primarily done for you work, which is what I love doing, and getting my hands dirty, getting our team's hands dirty, and really just helping people move the needle in their business, which I can do a lot better if our team is just jumping in and taking care of and building micro offers in comparison to coaching. So that's a big component. And then having AZ funnels and doing something on like a bi-weekly basis for people in there as well. So those are kind of the three core pillars that we're gonna have in our business. Maybe when YouTube and these things get a little bit larger, might make sense to have some sort of monthly membership for people that can't afford a multi-$1,000 coaching agreement. All right, so thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Hope that gives you some perspective on choosing between going down the route of a membership or going down the route of a coaching program. Cheers.